Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can't. I'm trying something different with how the media is coming through and the volume is coming through. I usually do not go live this much, but you know, there's never a dull moment lately. So we have an M2 class flare headed towards the Earth. That is a rather large size M class flare. So you can definitely expect some issues as far as cell phones, as far as radio waves, as far as Wi-Fi in general. Those are the things that you can actually see in your world. Emotionally, there's going to be a lot of shakeup. There's going to be a lot of feelings inside, heart palpitations. It depends really where you're at, how you're going to feel this. A lot of people in the Astrolo family community right now are talking about heart palpitations, almost feeling like they're going to pass out, having issues as far as feeling like they're oriented in their current time. So what I mean by that is there's a lot of people that feel like they're having like out-of-body experiences, ear ringing, things like that. Totally normal right now. Expect that to be something that's going to be going on, especially with a storm of this magnitude. Not only that, we also have that new moon energy, guys. So I urge all of you, take a peek at the Astrolo Life channel. I have a guided meditation for the new moon, extremely pivotal for the energy right now, especially the energy that I spoke of yesterday on my live. That was a really urgent message for all of you. So being able to center all of this in is going to be extremely important. We also, there's more. Can you believe there's more? We also have, the Schumann has gone pretty dramatically up. We're looking at around 38 to 40 being measured right now, which is far higher than it has been. So I want you to take a moment, because this is what our community is about, and this is what the energy in and of itself, understanding the connection between these things so that you can really get a hold on what you know and how you feel and how you are greater. So you can understand that we've got this massive situation going on as far as what we're seeing from a conflict perspective. And I kind of have to be a little careful with my words because I want to make sure that my live is actually accessible. So there's certain words that don't go across the algorithm really well. So we're kind of seeing a lot of conflict go on as far as the collective goes right now. So we've got that going on. We've got that massive new moon, which we've talked about even in the Astrolo class. This is going to be a really profound opportunity for us to bridge some gaps within ourselves as well as within the collective energy. This moon is huge. This entire year is about the unity of a lot of things that were potentially hiding within us or weren't coming out. So we've got that entire aspect taking place, and while it's taking place, of course, we're going to roll into a solar storm because the energy of that really intense sun is coming in right now to just take a hold of what it needs to. Remember, the sun represents the masculine. So we're seeing a lot of that masculine energy really pulling through. I'm sorry, my phone is going off. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I've got so many people in the Astrolo family community right now reaching out, and we've got this. So we have that massive sun energy coming in, and we're of course going to start feeling it from the earth, from that divine essence of energy within the core of the earth that takes care of us. This situation that is occurring right now energetically is more pivotal than any situation that I have been a part of in my lifetime. So I just want to make sure that all of you understand how important it is to have an awareness about what you're feeling so that you don't get caught up and think that what you're experiencing is related to just you and there's something wrong with you, and you start that self-talk that's really negative, because that's going to block you from being an open channel from this energy coming in, and we need a lot. Yes, JR, exhaustion. I cannot even tell you. So many in the Astrolo community are talking about almost feeling like they're narcoleptic, like they can't focus on a task without wanting to fall asleep. The reason for that is because when we're in our sleep state, our energy naturally rebalances out. It's like a meditative state, so to speak. It's why we can't go more than, I think it's 3 or 4 days before, if we don't sleep consecutively, before we actually start to go through psychosis. The reason for that is because our energy field needs to reset. So right now there's so much energy coming in, it's really shaking up our entire field, and we have to be able to pull this energy through properly, because we've definitely fumbled the ball a lot of times, and I don't think that's abnormal. We're just going at our own pace, but we're finally at a point where we're not going to fumble the ball this time. So for people who are sort of struggling, we're kind of going to sleep, just kind of getting exhausted and going in that reset mode naturally without being able to do something to fight it. So I hope that helped explains what midday meditations would be really good. That's really interesting that you bring that up, because if you were to do a midday meditation when you're feeling that exhaustion, you would do that reset naturally. I apologize for that. You would naturally do that reset. So I think that's an excellent idea. And again, on the AstroloLife channel, right in this month's series for March, you will find a guided meditation on there that will help. It's 10 minutes long. I think it's actually 8 minutes long. I try to keep it as short as possible for you guys all the time so that we all can stay centered really easily. But just doing that in the afternoon can definitely help to bring that energy level right up. That's a great idea. So we have a lot ahead of us right now, and you guys know my job is going to be to keep you guys as clear and as balanced with the information as possible as it comes in. You know, I have had one question in our community that was really interesting. It had to do with yesterday's video. And on that video, it was really a discussion about not focusing on praying for people that you need help, that you feel need help, and not focusing on hoping. And I was asked by Celia, one of our Astrolo family members, you know, for a long period of time, that was kind of what we were taught, how you help somebody, you just send those thoughts there. And the reason why that video is centered around not doing that is because we are working with frequency. That is what we are. That is what is occurring on our earth right now. Emotions are frequency. And how you can make a real impact is to pay attention to your frequency, because that's what you create at. So if you are someone who even has dabbled in the concept of manifestation, or you are the creator of your own environment, you have an awareness of where your focus is, where your mind is, and how your feelings are. They line up and create matter. So I want you to take a moment, if you're kind of confused on sending out positive energy when it comes to sending out prayers and hope versus knowing and being. I want you to take a moment to think about something, and then think, when you're praying for it, what state are you in? Are you in a state where that has already happened? Because if you're trying to help something, if your frequency is going to be at a level where something is already rectified itself, then you have to be in that state of mind already. So someone who is in the state of mind of hoping and praying for someone is not in a state of mind that they have manifested the outcome that they wanted yet. So therefore, you're sending them an energy that is not the end result that you're hoping they achieve. And this might be easier to think about it even in terms of someone who is going through an illness, someone who is sick. When you're hoping that they get better, does that mean you're manifesting them get better? No, if you study manifestation, you study the quantum physics of how those things work and the frequency function on this earth, you understand that by hoping and praying, you're actually not in alignment with the outcome of that person being cured. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hoping and praying anymore. You'd be thankful, and you'd be knowing, and you'd be the truth of what you wanted. So when we're looking at some of these situations go on and some of this conflict that's happening, I really urge all of you to focus on knowing everything is okay, understanding and strongly holding the vibration of the heart inside of us. That awakening of the free pieces within our field are going to be what prevails. and knowing in your heart deep down that everything is going perfectly according to a beautiful plan, not the doomsday prepper plan, because a lot of people want to lend their creation to that, and that's okay. You're definitely not someone who's ready for manifestation or ready for the concept of creation or ready for the quantum physics behind it, because you're actually fueling what you don't want. So therefore this message is going to go right over your head. There's plenty out there if you're looking for someone to lead you in that direction. But you guys who are in our family, you know that I'm never going to lead you in that direction. I'm going to lead you in the direction to find you, and not find another leader, not find another way of thinking that, you know, you can devote your life to. I'm gonna bring you back to you. So I hope that helps answer some questions. Please, in the notes, comment whatever you would like. If there are certain videos that you want to see, certain explanations that you'd like me to do further, I definitely can. Hang in there today, guys. It's gonna feel bumpy. It is bumpy. It's going to be bumpy. So I need, and I'm asking all of you, as I'm working on this as well, to just accept that. Don't read into it. Don't start going through the Rolodex of your life to see what's wrong or figure out what is going on with you mentally and emotionally, and, you know, and pick on yourself. Take the inner dictator and let it go. Because as you let that go from within you, you will see the power that it might have had in our external collective also fade. So I really urge you to feed the freedom within your thoughts. All right. I love you guys. I will keep you posted. And again, I am so sorry to keep popping on like this, but you know what? Better to be informed so you guys don't get lost and you understand what's happening. And I'm always going to do that the best I can. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.